Hey friends, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my series that I'm calling What's for Dinner, because essentially I'm showing you what I'm making for dinner every night. So you're gonna get 7 meal ideas along with what I'm buying at the grocery store and how I'm stocking my pantry up a little bit every week by only spending $20. So it's so important, especially now, to have a stocked up pantry in case your budget is tight that week, or if you want to bless someone else with some of the extra food that you have. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, because for the next few weeks, I'm going to have 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Something new is coming out. Either our food share program is coming in just a couple days, and then we're going to do some tours of stores and see their new Thanksgiving and Christmas items that are coming out, as well as this What's for Dinner, and then some holiday cooking and just some other fun videos are coming out. So I hope you're enjoying this. Follow along and let's go see what's for dinner. Here we are with this week's Walmart grocery haul. This week I only spent $150, and I wouldn't have even spent that much, except I got a few things for Thanksgiving, so I don't have to wait till the week of Thanksgiving to order a whole bunch of items. Also, because our son is a police officer, we'll never probably have holidays on holidays. We're gonna have an early Thanksgiving, and it'll be on the Sunday before. So I wanted to get some things to get ready for that. So I'll bring you in a little bit closer and show you everything I got. Okay, here we are. We got some fruit. We got some oranges, bananas, apples, blackberries, some colored peppers, and some cucumbers. One of these pizza ranch salad kits. I really like that flavor. And lettuce for our guinea pig. And then I did get some suction cups for some Christmas decorations I'm gonna hang in the window, and also some zip ties for some Christmas decorations also. And if you need a good facial cleanser that doesn't hurt anything, this is a great one. Very, very good for sensitive skin. I got some pumpkin pie puree to make a pumpkin pie, some Core Power because William likes to drink protein, and my mom has been drinking some too, so that's great. Some Kleenexes, some hairspray just because it's that time of year and we are out of them. Some Coke Zero and Pepsi Zero back there. Ready Whip, this is for Thanksgiving as well. Pecans for a pecan pie for Thanksgiving. This is for the pumpkin pie. On actual Thanksgiving Day, we're gonna make some fancy biscuits and watch the parade, so that'll be nice. We're gonna have this little small turkey breast along with honey baked ham. So I just got a small turkey breast. We have a small family. We're just having a few people. And some brioche buns to eat on those turkey patties that we got at Costco. Now, I think that's it. The $20 stock up for this week was spaghetti sauce and pizza sauce, and $20 doesn't go that far with these. I only got 3 jars of pizza and 3 jars of spaghetti sauce for my $20 stock up this week, but that's okay because we need them and that'll last us a little while. So here is the grocery haul for this week, $150 at Walmart. And the crazy kitties running around like usual. Now we did have one more small grocery haul because we went to Pick and Save. It's our local Kroger. They had a really great deal on these coffee pods. So we did get some of those. I also did get a couple Red Baron pizzas for our pizza night on Wednesdays. These chips were buy one, get one free. And then we got this really good looking coconut shrimp. That looks like it'll be a nice, easy meal. Now, let's go on to day 1, and I am going to make some white chicken chili. This is one of my favorite meals to make before church because it is so easy. I just threw in some chopped up onion and some chopped up pepper, and I just like to cook those till they get a little bit tender, and then I used some garlic and some seasoned salt. And I'm going to put everything in a crock pot today. So I used a couple cans of navy beans and a can of these cannellini beans. I just rinsed those off and then added them to the crock pot. Added in my cooked peppers and onions. You could easily use frozen peppers and onions for this. It would be just as good and really easy. Now I'm going to add in some chicken broth, and I love to use this Weiler's chicken broth, and I think Knorr makes a really good powdered one too. I just added that to some water and added that in. And I just kind of eyeballed it. It's probably about 1.5 cups, maybe 2 cups of water. And then some cumin in here because that's what's going to give it that good kind of taco-y flavor.
And I used some of this rotisserie chicken from Costco. I absolutely love that. You can use any kind of rotisserie chicken. You can fry your own chicken for this. Any kind of chicken works, but leftover chicken is a lot easier, right? And I just diced this into little fine pieces and added it in. This couldn't get any easier than using this Costco rotisserie chicken. Honestly, stir it up, put a lid on it, and forget about it for a while. Now, after we went to church and came home, so it was a few hours, I'm going to add a block of cream cheese. What I like to do is heat that up in the microwave a little bit, put a little bit of broth in it, and then stir it together. This just makes it easier to combine. You don't have to do this step, but I like to do it because then it's nice and smooth when you put it in. You don't have to wait for it to melt in there. You don't have to have any lumps or anything like that. I also added a can of green chilies. The only reason I didn't add that earlier is because we didn't have any and we ran to the store on the way home to get them. Now this is basically done. You just need to stir it together. Now I thought mine was a little bit watery, so I used my potato masher to mash up a few beans just to make it a little bit thicker. That's just a nice little trick that you can do if you need to thicken something up that has beans or potatoes. Now I also grated up a little bit of pepper jack cheese, and then I'm going to put this in a bowl with a little bit of pepper jack, a little bit of sour cream, and this was a great meal. It's been getting cold here in Wisconsin. It actually snowed this day, so it was a great, hearty, comforting food. Wonderful to have on a nice, cold, snowy day here in Wisconsin. Add that little bit of sour cream, and here is our delicious meal for day number 1. And now we're on to day 2, and I'm gonna make some homemade salmon sushi bowls. And I don't know about you guys, but I like sushi, but not everybody does. And this way you can make your own favorite things. You can put in there just what you love in your sushi bowls. So for this one, I'm chopping up some carrots like little matchsticks, and I chopped up some cabbage as well. And then I'm also going to chop up a little bit of broccoli. And then I just put a little bit of water in the bottom of this dish, put the lid on it, and I put it in the microwave to cook until those were tender, because I like my veggies tender, and I didn't want to put a lot of seasoning on these. I want these to be nice, fresh, flavorful sushi bowls. Now I'm also going to cut up some cucumber because I think that's a great fresh flavor inside of sushi. So this will be a great crunchy fresh addition to our sushi bowls. But now at our house, anytime I'm cutting up fresh veggies, I have a little friend who loves to eat them. I love to give my little veggie scraps to our little guinea pig Ferris. So I could hear him in here squeaking. So I'm going to go in here and give him these little veggies. And he just runs up his little ladder and he will enjoy these little veggies. He's so adorable. He's a little old man. He is about 6.5 years old, and they only live to about 5, so he is doing great. Now back to the kitchen. I'm going to make some sauce for these sushi bowls, and this is similar to the sauce I made last week for those pork wonton tacos. It's soy sauce, water, a little bit of sesame oil. I have some of this crushed garlic, and then I added some sriracha for just a little bit of heat. A little sugar because it's so good if it's a little bit sweet. And then I did add a little cube of ginger. I get this frozen ginger from Trader Joe's. It's really good. Just a little bit of hoisin, and then just stir that all up. This is going to be a sauce that we can pour right over our sushi bowls. I also did cut up a little bit of green onion for flavor and color. And now in this baggie, I'm going to make some spicy mayo. So I just put some mayo and sriracha and kind of squeeze that together so it's ready for topping. Let's get these assembled. We're going to add in some rice and then all of the toppings that we just cut up. What's great about this meal is if you love sushi, it's going to remind you of eating a sushi roll. If you don't like sushi, you probably actually do if you like all of these components. It's really just sometimes people think, oh, sushi's just raw fish, and it really depends on what you get. But this is a great way to have it at home, a lot less expensive in a bowl. And I personally don't really like the sushi paper, the seaweed. I really don't like that kind of fishy flavor, but these were so good, kind of a deconstructed sushi bowl. So we have the rice and the cabbage, the carrots, the broccoli, the green onions on top, a lot of that sauce, and those crunchy cucumbers. Now we did add some salmon. That's going to be something you may or may not like. This is a cold smoked salmon. This is a pretty traditional roll, is a salmon roll, and it is really good. It may not be for everyone if you don't like smoked fish, but these were so, so good, so colorful and nice and fresh. Now we are on to day 3, and we're gonna have these caramelized onion and white cheddar chicken burgers. These are the Amy Lou brand from Costco. They come pre-cooked. All you need to do is heat them up. They already do have these little grill lines on them, but I'm still gonna cook them in my grill pan because the other side didn't. So we'll still get them nice and grilled up in this grill pan. You really just need to heat them up so they only take like less than 10 minutes. I've never had these before, but I will tell you, they were so good. They're reminiscent to me of like a pizza burger back in school, like in high school. I don't know, they just have like a soft texture and they're really a good flavor. We had them on these brioche rolls and we had potato chips with them. So how easy was this meal? The whole thing probably took me 10 minutes to make. And it was delicious, easy, quick. These are the kind of meals I like. And those turkey burgers are low in calorie, high in protein. So even though we're just eating potato chips on the side, I still felt okay about this meal, knowing that I had that high protein burger. Now on to day 4, and I think the hubby is gonna cook again.
Wednesday night's family night. We usually have pizza. Tonight, McDonald's came back with their McRib. We do that once a season. And it's tonight. It's my lucky day. I must have done something right. I can't eat this stuff all the time though. It's terrible. But tonight we're having McRib.
So you cooked again, right?
I cook.
Every year when the McRib comes out, William and my mom just have to have it. I'm not as much of a fan of this, but it does look pretty good there. It's nice and saucy with pickles and onions. I opted for a burger and french fries, and sometimes it's just nice to run through the drive-thru and get supper and not have to cook. Now we're on to day 5, and I'm gonna make a nice, easy pork chop dinner in the crock pot. So I have these 3 pork chops that we got at Costco a couple weeks ago. They are frozen solid, but that's okay. We're gonna cook them on low for half the day, so they'll be just fine. So I just added these to the crock pot, and then I put a little bit of seasoning in there. I just used some of that buttery steakhouse because I just love that flavor. And then I made a little bit of brown gravy and just added that to the crock pot too. And I'm just gonna cook these on low for about 5 or 6 hours and check on them before it's time to eat. Now I'm gonna also put these green beans in the microwave. I made some instant potatoes. You guys, I've been watching Rebecca on Dollar Tree Dinners, and she uses instant potatoes, and I had to give them a second look, and now we've been having them pretty regularly. They're not too bad. They're easy. They're inexpensive. Of course, I'd rather make homemade mashed potatoes, but these are a great second. So I'm going to serve this up with my green beans, my mashed potatoes and gravy, and those pork chops. This was a great meal, and it was actually so easy. Home-cooked meals do not have to be hard. Look at how easy this was, and it was so delicious. Everybody loved this meal. And now we're on to day 6, and I am going to use up some things from my refrigerator and my freezer and my cupboards, and I love these kind of meals. I have this orange pepper that is starting to get wrinkly. I need to use it up. So I cut up a pepper and an onion. I'm going to fry those in a big kettle. We're going to make some taco soup. I have some leftover taco meat in the freezer from when I made enchiladas last week, and I'm just going to make some nice thrown together taco soup. I love that when I can use things up and make a new fresh meal with it. So I'm going to season these up with a little bit of garlic and some seasoned salt. Here is my leftover taco meat. It is so nice to be able to pull seasoned cooked meat out of the freezer. I think I might want to cook some up and freeze it just so I have it on hand to pull out on nights like this. I also added in some stewed tomatoes that I chopped up and some beef broth. And I don't really have a recipe for this. I am just throwing things together that I knew I had in the cupboard and the freezer and the refrigerator. I threw in some beans. And then I threw in a can of corn. I think this was a little bit too much corn for this soup, but it's okay. It still tasted good. It just was pretty heavy on the corn. So I usually use small shells, but I was out of them. So I had this orzo in the cupboard, so I just use a little bit of this. It's just like a tiny little noodle that's the shape of rice, but it is pasta. So I just put a little bit of that in, stirred this together. Now all this needs to do is sit on the stove and simmer until that pasta's cooked, about 10, maybe 15 minutes. All those flavors will be nice and melded together. And you can see here it is. The pasta has grown. Everything is nice and melded together. And this is a nice, easy, thrown together soup with some things that we had on hand. I love those kinds of meals. We served it with a little bit of chips. And let's see what my husband thinks of it. Okay, honey, what do you think of my thrown together taco soup?
I think this is a 100% cabinet meal too, if I'm correct.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff we had to use up.
That's really nice. It's mild. The corn is really comes forward on that. You can taste that, some of that taco seasoning. The tomatoes have a nice consistency. It's like they're still chunky.
I love stewed tomatoes.
Yeah, those are quite good. I'm going to give that one a thumbs up. I'd eat that again.
All right. Maybe you won't though, because it was made with a bunch of leftover stuff.
Yeah, maybe it won't be the same anyway. Will it?
Right. Look how pretty is this outside. Dusk.
I have such a fun recipe for you today. I don't care that my husband and I are in our 50s. We love to do fun things. And today for breakfast, we're having turkey pancakes. Are these not the cutest things? I mean, if you're gonna eat pancakes and fruit for breakfast anyway, why not turn it into a cute turkey, right? I'm gonna bring my husband in here and surprise him with these fun turkey pancakes, and we'll see what he has to say at the end of this video. But first, let me show you how I made them.
These are so cute and so easy. I don't think there is an excuse why you shouldn't make these. If you have kids, they're gonna love these. And if you're in your 50s like this, you and your husband are gonna love them. They're easy and cute and so much fun for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna try this Krusteaz pancake mix. I've never used it before. I usually use Bisquick or make my own, but these were a hit. We all love them. Light and fluffy and so easy to make, just add water. I also cut up some strawberries into slices, and then I cut up some oranges into slices and then made them into triangles, so they're really cute. I fried these in just some Pam nonstick cooking spray. And because that batter was nice and thick, you can really spread them out to the size that you wanted. Now, I personally would have made my pancake turkey body bigger, but we didn't want to eat such huge pancakes. So my proportions are a little out of whack, but it's okay. They were super cute anyway. In the second pan, I'm making the faces. And then you can see, look, these were perfect. They cooked so well and got so light and fluffy. I really do love that pancake mix. Now, once these are done, I needed to make one more body and then the wings. And the wings are really tricky. I wish I would have made mine smaller, but it's so hard to know, and your pancake batter does spread out. So just be careful. If you want smaller wings, just put a little less batter than I did in this picture. Now, let's cut up the banana, and everything is ready to assemble. I didn't want to cut that up early because I didn't want it to get brown. But I'm making 3 of these. Me and my husband and my mom's going to have some. The first thing I did was put the bodies down, and I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to assemble these. So it was kind of trial and error. You can really do it any way you want. I use strawberries, bananas, oranges. You could use grapes, apples, any kind of fruit that you have on hand. But now I'm going to skip ahead. After I tried to make a few different ones, I decided to do bananas, strawberries, oranges in this pattern. I thought they were so super cute. But again, make them your own with whatever fruit that you have on hand. I used chocolate chips for the little eyeballs, and of course a strawberry for that little waddle right next to its face. It was just super cute, very fun, and you could get so creative. You can even have your kids help you make these. Now let's get my husband's reaction.
He hasn't seen them yet. Okay, ready? You haven't looked yet, but here you go.
Oh, that is adorable. I'm sure to gobble that one up.
Oh my goodness. Okay, hold it like this. Show the folks your cute little turkey pancake.
And these are adorable.
Aren't they cute?
They're food and fun.
Like, I literally don't want to eat mine. It's too cute.
It is cute.
It's too cute. Look, it's just way too cute to eat. I literally don't want to eat it.
That's 2 things that are way too
But
cute.
let's go to the table and eat it. I hate to do it. I'm gonna try his wing first.
That would be the dark meat, right?
Like a little bit of everything. I've never had these kind of pancakes. We always get Bisquick or I make homemade. Can I get this all in my mouth?
Strawberry banana.
That's the yummiest, sweetest turkey I've ever had.
Yeah, that's really delicious. Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
She's so creative. I love her.
Those turkey pancakes, you guys, are they not the cutest? Now you get a little glimpse inside of my head. I just love to do fun things. It doesn't matter that I don't have little kids hanging around anymore. My husband enjoys it too. It's just good, wholesome fun, and that's what I'm all about. So if you do those kind of things, drop a comment down below. I know that Sydney said she made the mummy dogs for Halloween too, and that was so much fun. I love to hear that. Give me some of your ideas, and don't forget to come back in 2 days for that Ruby's Pantry food share program haul, and then also some other fun videos coming up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and follow along for all the upcoming videos, and then also to see every Wednesday what's for dinner.